This is Tecker 101, episode 99, Picnic.
I'm Michael Plasmeier.
And I'm Mike Gdovin.
And we're going to show you Picnik, which is a photo editing site, I guess, on the web. Another in our cloud computing series because it replaces basically Adobe Photoshop or smaller programs, Photoshop Elements, GIMP. Although those are actually kind of high. This is kind of like easy photo editing, I guess.
It's kind of dumbed down.
It's quick and
difficult.
Although they do have the advanced features, especially if you go pro. I think pro it's like $25 a year, which they keep trying you to go pro premium, I think.
Yeah, they call it premium on the site.
Yeah. So it's a photo editing, runs in your browser, runs on Adobe Flash, which you probably have. 98% of computers have Adobe Flash. So to get started, we upload a picture from our computer.
Or you could also copy and paste the URL from the internet.
Yeah, and there's actually a few different ways it has integration with certain sites. So we're actually going to go blast from the past. We have this particular photo which was taken during one of our very first Tecker shoots.
I think it's the second shoot.
Second shoot? I don't know. 80 or 90 episodes before.
Too long ago.
This photo has some problems. It's way too dark.
Before we got the good lights.
Before we got the good lights. So we're going to go exposure, and we can actually click autofix. That made it a little better.
It looks better.
Slightly better.
Ooh, now it's too washed out. Add some contrast. Ooh, now it's...
So this is, you could do this type of thing on Photoshop or any other sort of basic image manipulation, but we're going to do it online. There's, they have, some things.
That looks better. It looks more like the image quality of what we got today, except grainy.
No, yeah, really grainy. All right, so we're gonna let's pull the sharp. No, the sharpness is gonna make it look bad, so we're not gonna do that. Red eye, there is none. Let's try autofix. That's a little better. So that's cool. So we did some basic manipulation, but let's do a few more things. We can hit create.
Oh, I think I know what. This is our Skype episode. This is the first shoot. The very first shoot. Because look, I got the headphones.
Yeah. So there are some of these effects. And some of these effects are premium, so they'll want us to pay that $25 a year. I don't do it because I use Photoshop, but it may be worth it for you. Like
I really don't actually use this at all. I don't really image edit.
It's a really cool thing. All right, let's do invert.
That looks cool.
Color invert. So these fun little filters. Stickers. You can use stickers. You can add like, these are all premium. All right, so let's add.
Unless you want basic shapes and stuff, you need to pay the premium again.
Here, tree. Oh, trees are premium. Beards. All right.
Okay.
So
let's put it on Ed. Ed, if you're watching, sorry.
Yeah. So see, you can make the thing, make the thing smaller.
Scale it up. Rotate it.
Rotate. We can change the color here, sort of to match Ed a little more. Can right click to move the shapes back and forth. All right, so
that looks good.
Let's save that.
Ed looks good with a mustache.
Can add frames. It's a real,
It's kind of lame, but it's cool.
Museum mat. So let's add like a mat around it. Let's apply that effect. There are advanced editing options which I didn't
Can you
mention.
add text?
Yeah, you can add text.
We should put caption saying memories.
Okay, so we have let's do that. Let's do here we go, text.
Wow.
It's really easy to use.
96 episodes later now.
I think Picnik is the probably the most easiest to use out of any of the photo desktop. I think it's far easier to use than any of the desktop photo managing stuff.
Definitely.
So what did we say? Memories?
Yeah. Plaz, what are you doing? Trebuchet MS.
Right, Trebuchet MS. That's the official font. Oh, they have font shop support for our premium fonts. No, they don't support Trebuchet MS.
Boo.
But they do have, oh yes they do, here we go. Trebuchet MS.
Official Tecker font.
I like that they have fonts from Font Shop. Font Shop is one of the premier like font store, and they offer some of their fonts. That might be like a pro feature. Again, okay, so memories. All right, so if we're done, we can save to the computer.
You can also export it to Flickr, and which we mentioned. We talked about that in an earlier episode.
There we go, saving out. All right. We can upload it to Flickr, email it, print it,
tweet it,
Twitter, MySpace, Picasa, web shots, so we can share it out. But what's cool is they also have this library feature. Now you can only upload 5 photos at a time, and 100 if you're premium. So it's not really like this is not like a library where you store pictures.
Or where you share. It's more like a Flickr.
Yeah, it's more for Flickr. This is for editing. Actually, Flickr supports editing through Picnik.
Or Picnik.
So if you're on a Flickr page, there'll be a link at the top of, if it's your picture, there'll be a link at the top of your picture saying edit picture, and then it will open the picture up.
And even if it's
Picnik.
not your picture, there's a Firefox extension that lets you open any picture you want in Picnik.
Right. So let's actually go the other way. Let's go connect to Flickr from Picnik. I believe I've already authenticated, so you do have to go to Flickr and approve for Picnik to pull your Flickr photos. All right, so it's loaded my Flickr pictures. It took a minute or two, but it's finally loaded. Let's take this one that we took from our episode 85 shoot when we geotagged photos and media. So now it's loading the full quality photo from Flickr. And then let's create some stuff on this too. All right, so the photo's loaded, so we can do those quick fixes. Let's try auto fix. All right, didn't do much there, but I think we're okay. Let's go to create. So we're going to try the HDR effect. HDR is an effect, actually, if you click here, it should tell you what HDR is. But HDR basically is a process where it really makes the colors pop. The real way to do an HDR is to take several pictures at different exposure levels and stitch them together. Really fantastic looking, but they will simulate it for us when it applies this. Okay, so it's loaded the HDR effect. It is a web app, so it is somewhat slow.
Especially if you have a slow computer like we're running on right now.
Yeah, so if we go save and share, it will allow us actually to save this back out to Flickr or save it to our computer or something. So that's pretty much what Picnik can do. All right, so Picnik is a great, very usable photo editing solution. Runs on the web, nothing to install besides Flash, which you probably already have. Really great for simple stuff.
Yeah, if you want to just, like if there's someone's finger or someone extra in a picture and you just want to get rid of them real quick.
Or if you want to quickly fix someone's red eye or quickly resize the photo or crop it.
Or just do a quick touch-up.
Yeah.
Anything like that, it's great.
Especially if your pictures are on the web, like on Facebook or Flickr. Really makes it easy. One alternative is Photoshop.com. So Adobe is not liking Picnik. Picnik, by the way, PICNIK.com. Adobe, Adobe, which is Photoshop.com, not liking Picnik, so they have set up their own
Photoshop Express.
Yep. And you can actually, it supports an album, so it does have that sort of sharing functionality. And
the editing's not exactly as strong as on Picnik. I prefer Picnik, but you might want to give them both a try, see what you like better.
Yeah, they both do that auto functionality. It's that Picnik has that whole library of shapes and effects and all that sort of stuff you can apply. So Photoshop.com does the basic, exposure, touch-up, saturation, red eye.
Right.
I call that like the top 10 like photo management stuff, or the quick 10 like quick editing stuff. but any effects or like sort of making stuff like we did that memories photo with the frame and the text and stuff, Photoshop.com won't do. So it's another thing to give it a look at. I believe it's free.
Yeah, it's free.
Okay.
I think they might also have some kind of premium account. Don't bother.
I don't think they have a premium.
Oh, they don't?
No.
Okay.
Picnic does have a premium account, which they definitely try and do the heavy sell on as you browse their website, giving you extra effects, basically extra everything, extra shapes, full screen feature, $25 a year. If you use it a lot, it might be worth it. I personally, as I said, don't use it because I have it on my computer.
I'm Mike Gdovin.
I'm Michael Plasmeier.
Enjoy Picnic.
To watch this episode again or to watch any of our prior episodes, you can visit our website, 911.tecker.net, T-E-C-K-E-R. And on the website, we have our prior episodes, as well as you can view them directly on the website, or you can download them in WMV for Windows, iPod or QuickTime format for your iPod, or if you have iTunes installed, an MP3 audio-only version of the show, and a WMV HD version of the show, which you can download via BitTorrent that looks really, really clear and in pristine HD quality. And instructions for downloading via BitTorrent are also on the site. On the right-hand side, we have more information about us and about each of the members of the show, as well as quick links to all of our prior episodes and links to the RSS feeds for each of the formats that we release the show in, and links to subscribe to the show in iTunes if you have an iPod, an Apple TV, an iPhone, any Apple device. You can click on that link in either video or audio format. You can also in iTunes search for Tecker, T-E-C-K-E-R, in the iTunes store, and then you can find our podcast that you can subscribe to free. Also, if you do not have an iPod, if you have like a generic MP3 player, then you can use you can still listen to our show if on our website you subscribe to this MP3 audio version in a feed catcher, in a podcatcher like Juice. You can search for Juice on Google, download that program, and then it'll load the shows automatically onto your generic MP3 playing device. If you have any questions about the show or about technology, you can send us an email at 911@tecker.net, or you can leave us a voicemail at 610-572-2847. Thank you so much for watching Tecker 911.